All right, give us our next news story, please. Yes. Did you, Ford Lightning owner Tyler Hoover, it's good that you're here. Did you read this week the Wall Street Journal reported?
It's because of his viral videos and all of the InfoWars type media establishments.
I did not think that was going to go as crazy as it went.
You were like on Newsmax and stuff.
I was everywhere. Sean Hannity, Newsmax. What was that one guy, the crazy guy? Yeah,
Alex Jones.
The F-150 Lightning. Wall Street Journal reported this week that Ford is likely going to cancel it. Ford has not communicated this. They have not confirmed this. But, you know, a story like that at Wall Street Journal is pretty well sourced. They also reported, I don't remember the exact numbers, but they sold last month something like 100,000 F-150s, of which 1,300 were Lightnings. I mean, it is like, and of course, when you think about, it's not like a special edition that's cosmetic.
Yeah.
There was a lot of development that went into this truck.
Yeah, you would think that they could keep it going since it's just on the F-150 platform, but it must be different enough to get rid of it.
And I think the cost to make them, they're selling 1,300. I mean,
because like the Chevys are on their own EV platform with the Hummers and everything else, so they have a big platform. But these are just electric F-150.
My guess is that they're going to continue making it until there's some sort of F-150 facelift, and then they're not going to bother doing a Lightning.
Well, the Maverick they've talked about, where it's like the under 30 grand electric Maverick, is going to nuke those because that's where all the buyers are going to go, right?
You know, the majority of Mavericks I see are hybrids. And honestly, I think the use case is clearly there for a hybrid truck and a Maverick hybrid. People who are buying that already want sort of like an in-town fuel economy, fuel efficient kind of thing, and it works great for that. But boy, the electric truck didn't last, did it?
Hoovie and I are into the F-650 on the site right now. That's more our jam.
Yeah, so that was an interesting chapter in my YouTube history, going viral for some crazy reasons. Because I bought it and I put a Model A pickup truck on a trailer, aluminum trailer, very light, and just tried to tow it 30 or 40 miles up and back on a full battery. And it is in wintertime. It almost didn't make it, not even 100 miles, towing a very light load. And I just made a video talking about it and saying this doesn't make any sense for any kind of use for anybody using a truck.
I remember. This is a big deal.
The amount of news coverage that got.
Yeah.
I was everywhere.
Do you have any regrets about the role you played in killing the American automobile industry?
It was, I think they did a good job themselves. But yeah, getting emails from the higher ups at Ford and asking me, they didn't ask me to take down the video and things. And
I mean, it was true. Like ultimately, it was the truth.
Well, somewhat. But then Alex Jones got a hold of it, and like he's just reacting to it live as he's watching it. He clearly hadn't watched the video before, so he's looking at it. I'm driving in my neighborhood, and he goes, "See, it won't go over 20 miles an hour." And then just like
the speed limit.
Like, and then look, it can't even go. Like my first car is a Volkswagen Beetle, and it could do circles around this thing. And no, the thing's fast. So I do that criticism about it, and about Alex Jones not getting this right, and the defenders. Not to go political, but I mean, I am still.
Alex Jones has defenders, even to this.
You're gonna get it in the comments where they're gonna say he was right about everything. He's right about everything, and that like they get so angry at me for saying he was wrong on. I drove the car. I know what happened.
I was the whole Sandy Hook thing would have settled all that about Alex Jones.
No, but they don't.
It's funny because all of this is common knowledge now. EVs lose their range in the cold and they don't tow well. Like that's not controversial, but at the time,
knowledge at the the but
not
it was
on that level.
It was. The video made it simple and clear enough. Yeah. Hey, here's a guy towing in Kansas. Like this isn't some trick. There's nothing trickery. This is just a dude. And I do think that was interesting. And honestly, I don't know that video necessarily had a huge role, but the facts that came out of that video are a real reason why this truck has not been successful.
Yeah. And it's the cold weather's especially bad on these because they don't do any kind of battery heating with them. Yeah. So then that's the big difference with Tesla, where they're a big hit in the cold, but just not as bad. And so these are just atrocious when it gets cold outside.
I'm not surprised that this is happening. This is getting canceled. It seems like a niche use case. Even in California, I don't see that many of them. It's a shame, though, because I think it was a really well-engineered, well-designed vehicle. They were super excited about it when it was first coming out. Yep. And here was Ford, like, not doing some stupid EV that looks like an egg like so many of the early EVs, but like actually creating a full-size truck that was a truck.
Yep.
And this also ties into other EV news. Give us the Maybach information.
And it's not really just Maybach, but Mercedes is slashing the prices across the board of their EVs, much like the Lightning. After the incentives ended, the sales plummeted.
Yep.
There's a lot of reasons for that, and I think a lot of those sales just got pulled forward. However, you can get $50,000 off on a Maybach EQS SUV.
Brand new. So they're $100,000 new. I had one that was a 109 sticker that I bought for $34,000. It was a 2022.
An EQS?
These are
EQS.
These are like this. The example that I saw was a $200,000 sticker you can get for $150,000.
For like an AMG or a Maybach?
A Maybach
Yeah.
EQS, which has been a very hard car to sell from what I've heard from my friends at Mercedes-Benz dealerships. Possibly the hardest new Mercedes-Benz at all to sell. They're saying $50,000 coming back on a $50,000 discount if you get a 25.
Well, it seems like it's one of the few cars where everybody's rolling with 20 or 30 grand negative equity and they can hide it in those cars. So that's the only way they're moving them, I think, currently.
But talk about negative equity. You roll negative equity into that.
Yeah.
I know.
Your next person said better be a cruise liner or something.
You get gap insurance and you point it towards a tree. And that is actual dealership advice that, we like, hey, you got gap insurance? Just aim for the front right of the car. Put it in. That's.
I used to tell people that down at Tyler Hoover Chrysler Dodge Jeep Eagle.
But I was not impressed with the fit and finish on the EQS, and especially compared to the S-Class. And they're the same price as the S-Class. And they're so different as far as the quality is, like the door creaking and just that kind of stuff. I was like
the only EQS defender, and I still am. I think they drive amazingly. They drive comfortable.
They drive great. Do you want to hear this every time, like this cracking, popping noise every time you bump
the press vehicle that Mercedes-Benz sent to me, which I'm sure was very representative of the overall market. Was completely fine, no problems at all in that car. And my review was not aided at all by the fact that they put a nice little box of chocolates in the passenger seat. No, I love that car, and I liked it a lot when it was new, although it seemed like a bad value at the time. But as a used car, I would put up with a lot of creaking in the door for $34,000 3-year-old car.
When I bought it, I was researching the car to see what other people had said about it. I watched your video, and I think you said this is going to be a big hit for Mercedes or something like that. You were calling it out like this is a game changer here.
Well, listen, it felt like it was going to be a game changer. In part because I reviewed the car on Halloween and the infotainment graphics all changed to like pumpkins and things.
Oh, they got you on the
I was like, they've done it.
Yeah,
they've got it. Unfortunately, that distracted me from the fact that it was a $130,000 electric car that nobody wanted. It was tough to the pumpkins. They had jack-o'-lanterns on them. It was very anyway. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Smart.
Sadly, summer's over, but I lived in my chubby swimsuit by the pool, and I've kept the streak going into fall with their everywhere pants. They're lightweight, water-resistant, and surprisingly durable. Perfect for driving, whether I'm squeezing into a 300 SL, hitting indoor go-karts with friends, or heading straight to a date after. If you want to look sharp meeting the family this holiday season, check out Chubbies. Their flannels, pullovers, and quarter zips are ridiculously comfy, like should come with a warning label, comfy. And they'll keep you warm and looking good when you're going to football games or going to holiday parties. I've been obsessed with their flannel overshirt. It's like a classic flannel and your softest sweater had a baby. Perfect fit, super cozy, and I wear it nonstop once the temperatures drop. This holiday season, spread cheer and a little drip with Chubbies. For limited time only, Chubbies is giving our listeners 20% off your purchase with the promo code DOUG at checkout. That's DOUG. Or if it's Black Friday, skip the code and grab the bigger markdowns at chubbiesshorts.com. Make sure to support the show and tell them that we sent you.